Hey peeps, it's Melissa. So last weekend I was in Playlist. This weekend it's been a week after Playlist. The week after Playlist is always an interesting one. A lot of people end up getting sick. A lot of people end up being really sad and they miss their friends. And I had about 4 days where I was just not a very functioning human being. I was tired. I missed my friends. I was sad. Thankfully, I ended up scheduling an appointment with my therapist a couple days after Playlist, which was really, really needed because Playlist was freaking awesome. Like, it was so much fun. I met so many great people. I got to learn awesome things. I got to film collab videos. It was just amazing. It was kind of a transition to come home. Monday, I didn't really want to do anything. I was really tired. I was kind of sad, and I actually watched The Fault in Our Stars for the very first time, which I didn't cry, so I feel like I should get an award or something. There was a quote that just really got me thinking on Monday, and it says, "That's the thing about pain. It demands to be felt." So this week I want to talk about mental health. This is kind of a hard topic to discuss with people. It's kind of hard to admit that your mental health isn't where you think is a very healthy spot, and it's really hard to kind of tell people, hey, you know, you might want to look into your mental health state. Now, I'm just gonna kind of open up for a little bit. So the few days after Playlist, it was kind of like this post-Playlist depression. A lot of people call it, you know, Playlist plague, and a lot of people are tired, they're sad, you know, some people have gotten sick, but I was really sad. Like, I was really sad. Like, I was very emotional, and thankfully I had my appointment with my therapist on Wednesday, and I was able to, you know, go in and talk to her and say, hey, you know, I need to process this because it was awesome, and now I'm home and I don't know how to bridge the gap between the two of these things because I don't like it. Because there's a huge gap. I don't have depression, but my therapist and people have said that I really do sit on that border of, you know, having feelings and having clinical depression. So I really sit on that line. So I don't want to offend anybody that has depression because I can kind of relate, but I don't relate 100%. In middle school, I was really depressed when my parents were going through a divorce, and I didn't want to be alive. On top of being in middle school, I was extremely overweight. I didn't know how to do my hair and makeup. All the other girls looked prettier than me. My parents were fighting over me, this huge like custody thing. Obviously, like, I'm okay now, but I had to really let that pain be felt. I had to let the pain hurt. Like, I had to hurt. And I had to process that. And thankfully my parents took care of me and they got me the help that I needed at the time. And then in high school, I really took the time and effort to build myself up, to build my self-confidence, to figure out who I am. And, you know, I continued to do that into college, and that's when I met Jesus, and that's when I started to kind of like think about religion and like what a relationship with Jesus looks like. And then after college, I was mildly depressed and borderline alcoholic, and I was a borderline shopaholic. So I spent my money on alcohol and on clothing and material possessions, and I just reached a really low point, and that's when I realized, you know, hey, I don't want to live like this. Like, all of this stuff is really empty. And that's when I started to really kind of figure out who I am as a person, and I got really involved with church, which has helped a ton. I surrounded myself with people that cared about me and cared about my mental health and wanted to see me live my best life. So I didn't start going to a therapist until about a little less than a year ago. And whenever I started going to her, I kind of had a mini breakdown at work. I went to talk to somebody and they were like, hey, you need to do this. It was a really hard thing for me to admit that I have to go see a therapist because I'm not okay. But it has helped in so many ways. It has just opened my eyes to a lot of things. I'm able to process things without dumping all of my crap onto my friends, because let's face it, we all have crap and we all want to talk about it and we all want to feel loved. To me, a therapist is somebody that isn't involved in the situation. I can say whatever I want to say to them and get whatever I need to get off of my chest, and I can go to my friends after that and say, hey, I've already processed this, but this is what's going on, and this is, you know, what's affecting me, and this is how I'm feeling. After that, I took a really good look at, you know, who I am as a person. Who am I? What do I want? So today I just want to encourage you that it's okay to not be okay, and your pain and your feelings, like, they need to be felt. Your feelings are extremely fluid, and if we kind of lock them up and say, you know what, I'm gonna hide this pain and this fear and this worry and this anxiety, it's just gonna pile up and pile up and pile up and pile up until you have a breakdown. And I don't want to see you guys go through that. So I just want to encourage you that it's okay if you need to reach out and get help from somebody, and it's okay if you see a therapist or a psychologist or a psychiatrist or anything like that. And it's okay if you have depression, and it's okay if you have anxiety or any other mental disorders that I haven't mentioned. It's okay. Connor Manning actually talked about how depression is not an excuse, and it's okay to have depression and it's okay to live in that, but you cannot use that as an excuse to not do anything. A huge thing was, yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I went out with my girlfriends and I drank, and I woke up this morning and I felt like shit. Like, I'll just be honest, like, I felt like complete and total shit. And it was so easy to just lay in my bed and have a headache and be hungry and say, you know what, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna get out of bed. I'm just gonna sit in my darkness and feel sorry for myself. And that's not a good, healthy place. It's okay to, like, sit in, you know, your feelings, but it's really, really, really important to step out of the darkness, to get up out of bed. And it hurts initially, like, that's definitely true. But as soon as I got up and I showered and I had coffee and I ate breakfast and I got outside, I'm here filming this video now, and I'm at a great point. I cleaned my room. It would have been so easy to sit on my computer all day, sit on Tumblr, sit on YouTube, and just feel sorry for myself. Something that I want to just leave with you guys and encourage you with is, you're worth it. Your mental health is important, and you have the right to be a happy, healthy human being. Like, you deserve that. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you deserve to sit in your depression. Like, don't listen to that, especially the thoughts in your head. Like, it is so easy to just say, okay, I'm gonna listen to these nasty negative thoughts in my brain, but you deserve to have a happy life that you are so proud of. There's a picture that I actually came across this morning when I was on Tumblr, and as soon as I saw it and I read the quote on it, I got out of bed and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this advice and I'm gonna follow it. It says, be bold enough to use your voice, brave enough to listen to your heart, and strong enough to live the life you've always imagined. I want to leave that little quote with you guys because it just kicked me in the butt this morning, and it was like, okay, Melissa, like, are you actually going to use your voice today? Are you actually going to listen to your heart? And are you actually going to be strong enough to live the life that you want? Which is not laying in bed all day feeling sorry for yourself because you're single on Valentine's Day and you drank a little too much. No, I said, you know what? I'm gonna have a great day. I'm gonna do my laundry, I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna go get some food, I'm gonna go outside because it was beautiful today. And I just want to let you know that if you need someone to talk to, I am here for you. I promise. I will give you a little pep talk. I do them all the time. I love to do it. I love to encourage people. So if you need anything, let me know. I love you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time. Bye.